Guys, well, I'm back with part 3 of this segment. Pretty much. Yeah, part 3. And here's my second favorite prequel line, and here it is. Revenge of the Sith. Now, Revenge of the Sith came out in 2005. By this point, I had pretty much given up on Star Wars. When I saw these toys in the store, I just kind of walked by them and just acknowledged them and, didn't really do anything much afterwards. And around this point, too, I was starting to get into the vintage collecting from the 70s and 80s. Thanks to my father for helping me with that. We are almost done with collecting those pieces. So this is Obi-Wan's Jedi Starfighter. Now, first off of the bat, every time now since I have Revenge of the Sith pieces and, I haven't reached the halfway point of finishing it all. But all I gotta say is I love this so far. I look at Revenge of the Sith and so far the quality that I've seen from it. It kind of reminds me of that final hurrah for the prequels. It kind of also reminds me of the Return of the Jedi toys in a way. Not that they're anywhere like this in terms of, of nostalgic, but it reminds me of this is the final hurrah and whatnot. And we all looked at that in 2005, and now we have 3 other movies coming out. So that kind of outlook is different now. But, I just love the packaging on this. I think it's really cool, and, I don't know really what else to say. And the figures here, as we saw in the last video on Jango Fett's Slave 1, you could see why I was getting angry at the quality of those figures. And when they came back with Revenge of the Sith, they really brought back that classic Star Wars figure again. And it kind of made me feel a little bit in between the vintage figures in a way from the 70s and 80s. Maybe not in scale, but they were trying to do that for the modern era. And also, it brought me back a little bit to episode 1, where, it was there. And I had no complaints. They didn't make anything tiny. They didn't do anything like that with the accessories. The only downfall, as I see on here, they don't have any electronics on here. But, hey, you could look at it as well, I don't have to worry about battery corrosion or anything like that. But it would have been a little bit of a nice feature to have, but I just feel like, costs is one of the issues, and you saw that with the Slave 1 as well. But in the next video, we'll open this up, and maybe I'll pull out my Obi-Wan figure that goes with this piece from episode 3, and just show you how much cooler the figures are than, in terms of quality and scale, compared to Attack of the Clones. And you can see why this Star Wars line from the prequel, trilogy is, my second favorite. So thank you for watching. Bye.